Hi, everyone. I just wanted to get on here and say, I've talked about this before several different times, and I don't remember if I've devoted an actual episode to it, and I don't even know if it needs an actual episode, but I just wanted to get on here and say that it is 77 degrees out today, which, yes, 77 anything is my favorite number. 77, 177, 277. But anyways, 77 degrees is fucking disgusting. For many reasons. So today is the first actual, like every year, like when winter goes away and it's spring and you're just waiting for like that first day of really good weather when everybody like goes outside, or at least that's what I hear people wait for. I don't know that, but that first day that you get that first real nice burst of weather after the winter, and everybody wants to take advantage of it. And this is my least favorite day of the year that I can think of off the top of my head. But this really is my least favorite day of the year. And I'm not even on here to try to be like funny or anything. Like, I do not feel good right now. I saw in the weather, because like I look at the weather app every day because I don't like to be surprised by the weather the next day. And I also hope to see clouds and rain, like for real, because that makes me happy. And nope, I saw 77 degrees sunny for today, and I immediately did not feel very good. And then today came, and I was woken up by the birds chirping and like lawnmowers and like all of the fucking shit that I don't like hearing. I mean, I don't mind birds chirping, but like they're nice to hear, but it was just like they're chirping because they're so happy that it's so nice out or whatever. And I know there's seasonal affect disorder. I'm not going to sit here and act like I've read a book about it and know it very well. I doubt. I just know the term from hearing that when the sun goes away and it turns to fall and winter, people feel like depressed or lethargic or whatever the fuck. And like Alicia is definitely one of them. She has, for lack of a better term, I call them happy lights. I don't know what else to call them. They're those things you buy and you turn on and they give off a lot of light, and they're supposed to make you feel like better during like the long winter months or something when there's no sun. She's got one of those at work and one of those at home. I need something like that made for the opposite. But anyways, so she also shares the same sorts of feelings I have about like we're both annoyed when it gets nice out and everybody wants to go out and start doing yard work because you feel that pull. Like you feel like, oh, everybody else is doing it. They're going to think we're like, what are we doing if we're not doing it? Like that kind of thing. And, at this point in my life, especially with what I've discovered about myself almost 2 years ago, being autistic, I don't really give a shit anymore. Like, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Okay, I give like a tiny little turd to what people think when they're all taking care of their yard and we're not. And I know this is like already starting to expand beyond what I was planning on talking about. But I have to feel like it's the right time for me to go out and do yard work. And I dislike the fact that like the majority of the neighborhood seems to want to come out and socialize and like mow their fucking lawns and clean up the shit from winter. And what's it say about the people that still haven't done that like a week later? 'Cause like that's us every year. And in the grand scheme of things, it does not matter what people think. But I have to feel like, okay, I'm ready to go do this. Like, I have to work myself up to when am I going to go mow the lawn? And I have to plan for it. I can't just, oh, it's nice out, let me go do this. Like, I don't work that way. No, I don't work that way. And not to mention, like, I have to be careful right now with, like, the hot weather. That's another thing that's kind of making me frustrated, is because, like, of my nausea and this hot flash bullshit and how it gets worse when I'm outside during like real nice weather just doing basic stuff. So I hope that gets figured out when I go to my appointment next month, because I don't want to be hiding inside the entire season. Like, I do want to go outside and do some things, but I don't want to throw up if I do. But anyways, so yeah, I woke up today. Maybe a lot of people would wake up feeling pretty happy. Maybe they would call into work, "Oh, I'm sick," when like they're not, because they want to go hang out in the sun, which who hasn't done that? I've done that before. Back before the sun really back before I was really allergic to it. But yeah, I did not wake up feeling happy that it was nice out. I woke up feeling the complete opposite. So what did I do? I did some work, and then I decided I need to go treat myself. Why? Why do I need to treat myself? Because it's nice out. Because you know what? I feel like not happy about that. I feel frustrated. It makes me feel literally like down. I don't feel very happy right now that it's so sunny out and the weather's nice. So I went across the street to Walgreens, and I got my fix of chocolate, and I got a little bag of jelly beans by Jelly Belly, because those are the only jelly beans worth eating because of the flavor. Oh my God. So I got a little bag of that, and a bag of chocolate peanuts, and like a couple other things. Oh, a spiral notebook. I don't know why I thought I needed to treat myself. Like, I bought myself presents because I did not feel happy that it was sunny out and everybody else was in a good mood except for me. And to me, this logic makes sense. Until like I kind of say it out loud and hear it back. I don't know. But yeah, Alicia definitely is one that when it's nice out and it's sunny, she opens the curtains. She's a curtain opener. Oh, I got to talk about curtain skirts at the end. Oh, I hope I don't forget. Let me write that down. Curtain skirts. Actually, let me just say something now about it. Sorry about the tangent. Curtain skirts. Do you know what the fuck those are? Those ugly ass things that go to the top of like a window, and it's like, I don't know, like a foot tall or some shit, like, and it's just like decorating the top of like a window, and all you see underneath that is like the blinds or like the window itself. Curtain skirts are fucking disgusting. Who invented those? Why did they think those were a good thing? None of them look attractive. None of them look nice. And anywhere. I've seen them at all kinds of buildings, all kinds of events, all kinds of styles and, patterns and whatever. And they're all fucking ugly. And I think they're called a skirt because they look kind of like a skirt because it's ruffled. But if you're going to call it a curtain skirt, why don't you just go ahead and put it down toward like the bottom of the window where, like, if that window were a person, that's where the person would wear the skirt, not at the top of their head, but like to cover their lower body. I think it's ridiculous that something was called a curtain skirt just because it resembled a curtain. I don't know if that's the truth, but that's what I'm going with. Curtain skirts are fucking gross. I just really had to say that. And I'm really saying that because like I was over visiting Alicia yesterday at Janice's, and Janice has curtain skirts everywhere, and they're all gross. Gross, gross, gross. They're all gross. Get a fucking curtain. Get the actual curtain. And then you can like push the things open and then close them, and it looks better and not nearly as ugly as a skirt. I had to say that. Thank you for listening. But anyways, yeah, she likes to open the curtains. She likes to raise the windows and let some clean air in, which I don't mind that part. Fresh air does smell very nice, especially after somebody mows. And then you have the smell of like that freshly mowed grass. That smells nice too. But yeah, I don't like that she wants to just open the curtains and like let all the sun in. I hate it, but she gets to do that. Like, that's what people like to do, but I don't. And I'm kind of glad, as I'm saying this, that I moved to the back of the house regarding my room, because I control everything back here. Whereas my room was in the front before, I couldn't quite control everything because, I couldn't. But anyways, I have 2 blackout curtains. So like I have one window in here, and it's covered with 2 blackout curtains, like on purpose, because I don't like having light in here. And I don't like when it gets dark. You know how sometimes you can kind of see things through people's curtains if they don't have like the darker ones or whatever. So like I don't want to risk any of that. Not that I'm back here like cutting up bodies or anything, but I just don't want people like looking in and seeing me. Like, privacy is pretty important to me. So I've got like, yeah, double blackout curtains. I do have the window open, but in a few days it's going to be hot enough where I can put the air conditioner in it. And that's mostly not to cool me off, but to drown out the noise of the new neighbors that moved next door last summer, because they like to go out and do things with their dog and with people and, just normal human things. I don't want to listen to that shit, because like if I'm in here doing stuff and I can hear conversations, that's all I'm going to focus on is what they're talking about. But yeah, it's pretty dark back here. No curtains are opened. The dimmest amount of lighting is all that I need right now. I had a fan on that I turned off before I recorded because it was helping me with my hot flash. And I actually have a curtain leading to my room. So there's many curtains that I like. I mean, I don't know. I don't like the sun. It makes me, not sad, but not motivated, really, to do a whole lot of things outside. I don't know. Now I'm kind of regretting recording this, but like I needed to do an episode for it because I don't want to change this about me. Like I don't want to be somebody that by the way, I really think this is just overthinking this way too much. Like this episode is literally me overthinking this. But there's got to be some of you out there that are like this, right? Because I've talked to like 1 or 2 people, like, well, who've mentioned it, but I didn't really pry because, I don't know, sometimes I'm worried that like if I ask for more details, I'll come off as like a creeper when I don't really mean to do that. I just need more details to understand like really like how does this thing affect you, so I'm still afraid of like asking for details sometimes, but I would like to know, like, does anybody feel this way? And like I have to deal with the rest of the spring and the rest of the summer, and the only days I like about these seasons are the cloudy days, the rainy days, the days that make everybody stay inside. Those are my favorite days. And when summer goes away and everybody's like, oh, it's so sad. Oh, fall. It's getting cold. Like, I am like my most happiest. Like, goodbye, motherfuckers. Go inside your boxes. Do not come out for months. I don't want to hear you in the neighborhood talking. I don't want to see you outside doing some shit in your fucking yard. Like, go in your house and stay there and be quiet. Oh my God. This really has less to do with people and more about well, no, does it? Maybe it's half and half. I actually feel a little bit better now, maybe because I laughed about it a little bit. But yeah, I did not feel very good prior to getting on here. I literally did go to Walgreens just to buy myself some stuff to make me feel happy, because I'm so sad that it's sunny out and hot out and I don't like any of those things. And no, I'm sorry, I don't want to go to the beach like everybody else wants to. I don't want to go to like the most populated state park and go for a fucking hike with like 1,000 other people. No, I don't want to fucking do that. I prefer going outside during the winter because way too many people don't like doing that, which, it's just great. I don't know. And then when you see people out in like 30-degree weather or like 15-degree weather just doing a hike, they're like fellow souls. It's like, hey, what's up? We're here because we don't want to be near anybody else. I don't know what that last part was all about, but I'm just gonna end that here. I don't want this to be a super long episode. I feel a little bit better than I did earlier, but I am not looking forward to spring or summer. I just really, 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 really feel like I'm allergic to just the people in the sun and the hot weather, and it's not the fact that people are happy that makes me sad. I don't know. I've been told that once by some ordinary person, and I'm like, you can just go fuck right off. And that was back when I was confrontational. I don't do that anymore. But if anybody out there can please let me know, like, do you feel this way when the sun comes out and it's like really nice weather for like months? Do you just feel like, oh, you can't wait till the fall and the winter? I'd like to meet somebody that feels this way. Thank you for listening, and I hope this was relatable, and goodbye.